We commonly represent students that are involved with student disciplinary hearings. I'll often receive a call from a student or their parents themselves that they've received something in their email saying that they're being accused of violating a code within the Student Code of Conduct. Students facing disciplinary hearings are often also facing criminal charges. A criminal charge is handled through our criminal courts, and regardless of the result of a criminal case, and even if it's potentially dismissed, the Student Code of Conduct will handle their case the way they see fit. And they have their own process, and it's a civil process whereby you are entitled to a hearing, and you are entitled to fight your case through a Student Code of Conduct hearing. In a Student Code of Conduct hearing, you have the option of having your case heard before a Student Code of Conduct officer or by the student board. Whether there's an accompanying criminal charge or not, it's imperative that you seek legal advice or guidance in student disciplinary hearings. They can have everlasting effects on a student's education and future, because even if you intend to move schools, your transcript will follow you. Columbus is a college town. We have The Ohio State University and several other universities in the area. With that, we handle a lot of student disciplinary hearings. Student disciplinary hearings should not be taken lightly, and oftentimes they accompany criminal charges. But even when they don't accompany criminal charges, it's important that you still retain an attorney to represent your interests through the student disciplinary process. Parents will often call me when they learn of these student disciplinary issues, panicked and in disbelief that they entrusted this school and paid this school for their child's education, and now they're being accused and potentially charged under the Student Code of Conduct, which could have everlasting effects even if they decide to move universities. Through the student disciplinary process, there's an array of different potential outcomes. Whether you're admitting that you were in fact in violation or whether later you were found to be in violation, the school has a number of potential sanctions that they can impose, the least of which is placing you on a term of academic probation. Academic probation means they're monitoring to make sure you're on good behavior for a specified period of time, and can sometimes include additional conditions like educational classes or counseling. As a harsher sanction to academic probation, they can also suspend a student for a period of time. This can sometimes be 6 months, a year, or 2 years, or whatever they specify. Typically speaking, if you're receiving a suspension for more than 1 year, it's likely going to be an expulsion. If a student is expelled from a university, it means that they are never allowed to return. It also means that it is on their school transcript. And even if a student wanted to transfer to another university, they need to know that that record would transfer to the other university. And most universities are not going to accept an applicant if they've been previously expelled from another school, which leaves you less quality schools, usually just community colleges that do not care about previous expulsions.